this momentum carries forward.
Statement made by the defending MLS Cup champions.
You add the extra adrenaline and energy of the playoffs. That's where LAFC is at its best.
Nothing's going to be given on there in Vancouver.
No better striker in Major League Soccer.
They've been good at home at BC Place. They'll be really up to us to get a result.
Our goal 100% is to go there and end the series.
Hello and welcome to the official LAFC Watch Along. We are the hosts of Happy Foot, Sad Foot, an LAFC podcast. We call it an LAFC gateway drug. I'm Travis Helwig.
I'm Darren Miller.
And we're
Welcome
here
to
for
the show.
leg 2 of our series against Vancouver, who I believe, Darren, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the 45th time we've played them this season?
I think it's 44th. 44th. Not quite 45th. Yes.
Almost there. Almost there.
It's been a number of times. Yes.
I can't tell you how badly I want this to be the last time I have to think about the Vancouver Whitecaps. The first thing that we need to get to, Darren, and I think will be the story of the game, whether we win or lose, and I hope we win, but is the lineup of this game. We have a surprising lineup, some changes coming into game 2. Vela on the bench in exchange for Super Mario Gonzalez. We have Acosta in the midfield instead of Bogert. And we have Long in the back instead of Chiellini. How you feeling about the lineup changes, Darren?
I don't know. I'm always worried about all change, resistant to change, just as a human. Sometimes I feel like I crave it. Sometimes it feels like maybe not this, not like this. But I like the idea that if these guys can just pull their weight as they should, then we've got some super subs at the end who can come on and add a little extra. So that's a little exciting.
Yeah.
And what do you think?
I'm like, well, let's just play that same lineup again and again and again because we won.
Right.
But I think the turf plays a big part in it. Chiellini and Vela are up there in age. And we saw this week in Seattle that turf means injuries. And I think Dolo is probably thinking ahead to the fact that we're going to have to play more games this playoffs, no matter what. And you don't want any of those guys to get hurt by playing a full 90 on turf. But it makes me think that we're going to be a little less attacking without Bogert out there. I think we might try to play on the counter a little bit more.
That's a great point. Yeah, Bogert is usually pushing the issue.
Yes.
But I don't know. Mario's got to be hungry for where he's at in the season. If nothing else, he's hungry. So I'm hoping he can kind of show himself as a playoff player tonight and really make a name for himself.
We talked about it on our podcast. We don't have a great record up here playing in Vancouver. We have lost more than we've won up here. It's not an easy place for us to play. We don't like playing here. So I think, we have to be hopeful for this game, but also know that this is a place that historically we struggle in. Hopefully we won't this game. In the chat on YouTube and Twitch, please let us know what you think the final score of the game is. I don't know. We're supposed to do engagement. Is that a good thing to start with? I don't.
If you can give us your best jinxing in the chat, please.
Yeah, whatever you could say to jinx it the most, hit us with it in the chat.
And we'll just say it. Whatever you got, we'll just say it out loud. Who cares?
Black and Gold Phil says Mario's got to be starving. That's, we're on the official LAFC YouTube, and I'll just say I believe in Mario. Mario, we can see right here up front. Next to Kike.
I mean, look, no matter where he's at, that hair is going to do wonders for him.
Beautiful man.
Perfect hair. Perfect hair.
Man. I like seeing Kellen in the starting lineup, but Bogusz has been my favorite player this season.
Yeah, maybe mine too. Also,
right, here we go.
Worth noting, Ryan Hollingshead is going even full beard, not mustache. I think that's an important point as far as like Juju goes.
Lee Austin in the chat says LAFC will win on penalties. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to sit through that. I do think this is going to be a game where we're going to not have a lot of possession is my instinct. And I am not looking forward to the way my heart feels for the next 90
It's
minutes.
gonna be another one of these. I feel like we always end up doing the watch along on these games, not just on these games that are positioned. Like our strategy on all of these games are like, let's sit back and wait for our moment, which means the game is gonna be stressful the entire time.
Yeah.
Here we are. We've started.
And we were talking about it before the stream started. The first half against Vancouver at home was really stressful. We think about that game as a very fun one because we won 5-2, but it was 2-2 at half, right?
It was 2-2.
It was like, or it was we were up 2-1 and they scored very early in the second. It just was not a fun getting into that game. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. There was a bit. There was definitely a bit of like, well, it's fun. We're seeing a lot of goals. We can't say we didn't see goals, but it was,
Yeah, Vancouver they match up well against us. They've played well against us all season. We've the tournament games we've been good against them, but in the regular season, they've been a tough opponent for us. There's Tristan Blackman, our old friend. And just so you guys know too, if you want to follow us on YouTube, we do a post-game call-in show where you can call in and talk to us after every game at youtube.com/@happyfootsadfoot. We'll be live right after this game to talk to you about all the things that we saw and hopefully liked.
We also do preview episodes. On our preview episode, we have a segment called Bet It and Forget It. Our friend Blackman came up on that one. We'll be tracking during this match. We have a pool that grows every time neither of our bets hit, which is always. So for this game, Travis, you bet that Blackman would have a red card, right?
Yes.
And I bet that each team would hit the crossbar at least once.
So we'll see if
that's one thing that
the winner gets $120. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. And
there's Mario there. Okay.
And also Vince LaRosa on our show bet that someone would kick through the turf and reveal that there's been grass underneath the turf the entire time, which would be huge, monumental discovery.
How do you feel about Novella up there? How do you feel about not having, I mean,
Vail and Chiellini are like, I was about to say, Vail and Chiellini, playoffs are when you're like, you want your home, you want your family, you want the rock. It's like, it's nice to just see them and feel comfortable.
Handball.
But there's enough vets out there, I think, that we can still get it. Ilya's out there. That makes me feel very good always.
And I hope tonight he's inspired by Continental Tires. Because
if he's thinking about Continental Tires, we know his head's in the right place.
if he's thinking about Continental Tires, there's no way we lose this game.
Because he's always going to make the smart choice. Actually, I think he's going to get caught up in explaining the whole situation in detail.
They're going to give him a yellow card for wasting time before the PK for talking so much to camera.
Why are we talking? Just take the PK.
They're like, who are you talking to?
You don't have to explain it to us. I don't need your whole strategy.
Also, you're telling him which direction you're going.
Yeah, why are you doing that? Who else in the chat? What's going on, guys?
Albert Alvarez says 2-2 LAFC wins PK. Stop predicting that. I need you to stop predicting that. Yeah, Novella Vella's on the bench along with our boy Giorgio and Mati Bogusz. What's happening?
Oh. The beginning of the game, the arguments with the ref are always a little bit more friendly. Like everyone's like half laughing, half arguing, trying to be like, I hate what you just did, but we can be friends for the rest of this, right?
That was not a foul. That goalie let his foot linger as Mario went through him. All right, here we go, Denny. They have 3 guys on him right now.
Yeah, that's probably the way to defend him, is put 3 guys on him.
Especially without Vela out there, who's been maybe our best passer this season.
Jeff Talk is in the comments. He says we're going to get a dumb one off the keeper.
What does that mean?
I like that prediction.
Like we're going to score...
As like a prediction, I think. Like we'll get a goal that maybe wouldn't always go in, but this time it did.
What is the Whitecaps mascot? You were looking into this?
Oh yeah, it's like
We wanted
a
it to be a
very
Guy Fieri
specific
mountain.
bird.
Yeah, it's a bird. But we wanted it to be a
It's a
mountain
bird
that
that's,
has a
like, popular.
goatee that looks like Guy
Yes.
Fieri.
Yes. It's like a upside down snow-capped mountain, which is like a white goat. Like a is that a flavor saver? What is it called when it's just the bottom of a goatee? Chin strap? Nope.
Soul patch?
It's not the whole strap. Yeah.
A really long soul patch. Is this what you guys come to a soccer watch along for?
Let's talk about facial hair.
Jesse P says Kingfisher is what their mascot is. A kingfisher.
That's right. Thank you, Jesse P. Kingfisher. Just a real museum of a mascot.
Tillman turnover. Yeah, Vancouver. I mean, we have to remember this is Vancouver season on the line. So they're going to be playing
they're going to be
with an insane amount of intensity. I think a lot of us have been looking forward beyond this series, and I think that might be a little bit short-sighted.
Yeah, the worst thing we can do is get so excited about that first win is like could have given us some false confidence given how hard we beat them. So we got to be careful of that.
I like this prediction from Black and Gold Phil. Mario hat trick. That's
right.
A great prediction.
Let's do it. Mario's coming out party. Let's go.
He's had 1 goal in the season. Let's have 3 playoff goals. Hey, Denny Bouanga really found his footing last playoffs.
It's true.
He wasn't as clean. Ooh, late tackle. Oh, they didn't call it.
All right.
Kike?
Here's something. I like seeing guys like get into the rhythm, like get their touches in early.
Yeah.
So,
great ball from Vancouver. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Thank you, Palacios.
Great play.
Oh, and we should have said this up top. If you want to watch the game, it's on Apple TV, MLS Season Pass. I believe it's for free, and it's also on FS1 right now. So you're able to watch along. We'll have the clock on so you could sync it up with us. But obviously, for copyright reasons, we can't show you the stream or the game on YouTube, but it's available for free. Ooh, mamma mia.
When I said I like people getting their touches in, I guess I meant Maxime too.
Man, White is good. I mean, he should have had a better shot than that, but that's the first real dangerous moment.
I like that Maxime got to see the ball come towards him with no actual danger.
I like that you're really worried about everyone getting.
I just want everyone to feel comfortable. Ease into it. Have I mentioned I have a hard time with change?
Yeah. Can you tell we're anxious people? Here we go. Was that a deflection? Do we hit a corner?
I think that was untouched. Wow. That was a beautiful cross that for a second looked like it was going to be a goal. Tillman.
No, that's a deflection.
Oh, the keeper got that?
No, the defender got a deflection right here.
Oh, yeah.
That's a corner.
Okay.
And if you remember, we scored 2 goals off corners, so this will be a good test. We had a bunch more corners than they did last game.
All right.
Ooh, I'm nervous.
Oh, got the head on. Tough one. Who was that, Murillo?
Murillo, I think. They're showing Mario G.
Maybe it was Mario.
The last game didn't feel like the playoffs. Boy, does it feel like the playoffs today. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Especially after seeing SKC take down St. Louis. It's like anything could happen.
Stakes are there. The stakes are there now. That's probably what it was. It's the first of a 3-game series. You can't feel too tight.
You also have to remember that St. Louis going down means that if we keep winning, we'll get another home game. We were worried we wouldn't get a home game after this series because we were third. But even if we play Seattle, if we beat Seattle, we'll get home field advantage in the Western Conference Final.
Which is
basically
huge.
whoever beats us or Seattle, between whoever wins this series. Seattle hasn't won either. I don't know why I'm going so far ahead, but what are we doing?
Whoa. Wow. Okay.
Ryan.
Look, he had a better angle than we did. He knew that that was not going to go in.
Ryan.
Okay, what's going on here? Wow, he must have been very confident.
I think he would say he wish he didn't do that.
Whew.
Okay. These are, how we said we want to get the nerves out? All right.
We're getting the nerves in.
Ooh, a little set play.
Oh, they're getting cute. Oh boy.
Good. I always like when the on-field ad goes in front of the players,
Yeah.
Just to remind you that technology exists. What are we doing? I guess he kind of didn't have a choice there. I mean,
yeah, I think he was just also the spin made it spin back toward the goal. So
yeah.
I think in his head the angle was definitely way better than what it turned out to be.
Mamma mia. I've been saying Mamma Mia a lot lately. So every time I say Mamma Mia, hit me with the spaghetti and meatballs in the chat. If you like when I say Mamma Mia, hit me with the spaghetti and meatballs in the chat. A professional sports team asked us to do this.
Hope you're scrolling through your emojis now.
Oh, William, you don't have Apple TV. It's on Fox Sports 1 if you have that.
Or you can hear us talk about it.
What happened, William, if you're curious what happened, Ryan Hollingshead headed the ball back towards his goal in a way that it really looked like he was going to head it into his own net. Thank you also to the one person in the Twitch chat for the spaghetti and meatballs, 8K Snoo. Oh, we got some more. The Twitch chat's popping off finally.
Isaiah Lopez, spaghetti and meatballs on the YouTube chat. Let's do it.
Okay, 2 corners now for
what
Vancouver.
A left turn this has become. Okay.
I mean, this is going to be a nervy game, y'all. We're in this together. I wasn't going to drink because I'm already hungover.
Stick with us. I'll drink for you, Travis.
Palacios to resign, or he leaves for Europe? That's a question. Tom Bogert's going to be on later in the show. We can ask him.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
we've
smart
got guests
enough.
coming on with us this game. If you're if you're watching and you're like, should I keep watching? This will be fun. We have Tom Bogert joining us, and later Max Bretos will join us as well. Unless that was supposed to be a secret, in which case, never mind.
No, it's not a secret. We advertised it. D Lane in the Twitch chat said asparagus, which I can only assume means that she didn't like me saying Mamma Mia.
Asparagus was a code word we used one time for
you're right,
who listened all the way through one of our obnoxiously long podcast episodes. So thank you, in fact, to Diane777.
Just got a Steam notification that a high school girlfriend is playing Elder Scrolls Online.
Looks like we're losing Travis.
Gotta go, guys.
Sorry. Hey, you do what you gotta do, Travis.
Trying to cast some spells.
If you think Travis should go ahead and shoot his shot, let us know.
Do you think Travis should leave his wife for a high school girlfriend currently playing Elder Scrolls Online? Hit us with the prayer hands in the chat.
Because he'll need our prayers.
Oof. Darren says, Jeff Talk says Darren with the souvenir mug from German Epcot. Show us that mug, Darren. Give us a mug reveal.
This is a beer glass. This is a beautiful beer glass. Jeff Talk is the heel of the foot on our show, showing his colors again. This is just a beautiful beer glass. What do you?
Some people are just born haters, Darren. And you
Wow.
know what I always
Wow.
say? They hate us because they ain't us. That's a thing that I say
That's
most days.
Travis always says that.
I'm saying that.
What a phrase you've coined. You're the first person to say it. The one souvenir thing I do have is my MLS Cup champion shirt. That's more of a souvenir thing.
Yeah.
This is the 1-year anniversary of our MLS Cup finals.
Ooh.
Which was also a very nervy game.
Yeah, I gotta say, 15 minutes in, it is as nervy as we thought it would be. I mean, we don't look bad. It seems like a pretty even game, but I feel terrified. They've had better chances so far, for sure.
Wow, Jeff Talk will not stop talking shit about my beer glass on the chat.
We're gonna tell Tom Bogert and Max Bretos to dislike you, Jeff, if you keep this.
Yeah, this is actually my wife's beer glass, so now I'm defending her honor too.
They're booing Max Crepeau, former Vancouver Whitecaps superstar.
I love it.
How dare they? Our hero. What do they think he is?
They're not booing him.
Edwards?
They're fueling him.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I love the man's speed. I'm looking forward to what the next few seasons with Oliveira is going to be like.
Me too. I do in general just love our game. Like, we really love having guys with speed on the roster, and that's not true for every team.
Yeah, Blessing, Apoku, Kike. Fufu's got some speed as well.
He's got sneaky speed. He's got quickness. He's low to the ground.
And our boy, Lil Nate Ordaz.
Oh, Nate Ordaz, the chaos agent. Love it. It is available on the bench today. Our podcast, if you don't listen, is a staunchly pro Nate Ordaz podcast. Not that there's any debate, or should be.
Yeah, look at that. They just put it on the screen. Vancouver's 4-2-1 all time at home against us. We're not good in this stadium.
I think there's something about turf domes in general where it's like you're in like a weird alternate universe of some kind. It's just not right. There's something wrong about it.
I mean, it even just looks weird. It must just feel like you're playing for like an indoor league.
It looks like an actual carpet.
It is interesting that Vancouver as a team, I feel like we've been better than them most seasons we've been in the league. I want to say all seasons we've been in league, besides maybe one. And we just don't play well against them. We always match up poorly against Vancouver. And you would think we'd be their rivals, but I couldn't give a shit less about the Vancouver Whitecaps.
They don't have anything that can really. The one thing that really bothers me about Vancouver is, it's annoying. What's going on here?
The Acosta doing some shithousery got fouled.
Okay.
Oh, they don't even have the green jersey on. Why do I have the green? I mean, wait, we're on the LAFC YouTube. Love the smokescreen kit. Happy to be wearing it. Whoa. They just cut to
what I was complaining about before. We'll be right back. Travis is just back with no shirt on.
It's just Ilya's Continental Tires ad played on repeat.
They only have to play it once. He's got a lot to explain.
And I gotta say, I didn't like the smokescreen kit at the beginning of the season, and it's sort of, you see it enough times, you don't hate it as much anymore.
It grew on me. I was against it, and it grew on me a lot. Also, I think it's cool that they did a whole jersey for the 420 original supporters group. They must have been ecstatic.
I hope they get a cut.
they must have never dreamed that there would be something that fitting for them to wear. The thing I was complaining about before is that I don't think it should be allowed to have a Ryan and a Brian that you have to talk about both of them on a team.
Yeah.
To
it's like Ryan Hollingshead up against Brian White. It's not it's not
no,
fair.
thank you. Think of the people who have to say that out loud.
"20 minutes in, 0-0. Darren, how you feeling?
The field is pretty stretched. Possession seems pretty even. Well, actually, more possession for us than I expected.
Yeah, I agree.
A good amount. I feel like with LAFC, I care more about where the game is than how much possession we have. Like they're playing a fair amount on their side of the field, which I like.
I will say Vancouver has had better opportunities than we've had so far. I think it's been pretty even, but I would say Vancouver's got a little bit of an edge at the moment.
Yeah.
A weird pirate flag.
Oh, this actually says 63-37 on possession, so that's about what I would expect.
Vancouver has possession?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, here's a counterattack. Okay.
Mario's got space.
Okay, Mario. We don't have numbers, but we do have space. Oh, Boanga's here. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, here's a good pass to make up for it.
Give us. Yes. Let's fucking go.
Let's do it.
Give Blackman a red card. Was that it?
Oh man, are you gonna get your bet too? Was that Blackman?
No, I don't know. I got so excited my chair went over my rug. Is this fun for people to watch? Let's
Isaiah Lopez in the chat, my goat Mario Gonzalez. That's
go.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna not look at the chat because I know that we're gonna be a little bit behind some folks who are watching live.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to actively not look at the chat. If you see what happens, please do not spoil it for those people who have synced with us. We will celebrate or be sad together.
Oh, honestly, great sell.
That's a foul. That's a foul.
It's a foul, but he made sure the ref saw it.
Yeah.
In a way that was, I think, very effective.
That's what we call selling it.
That's a good sales job. He's selling a good product. He's not selling snake oil. Let's just dive deep into the metaphor while we're calming our nerves.
You just know Tristan Blackman, he could kick my ass so easily. It's just obvious.
So easily. Oh God, break you like a twig.
All right. How are we feeling? We're letting Mario take it, right?
Who's taking it?
It's got to be Boanga.
I hope so.
Okay.
Here's Boanga.
3 for 3. Don't look at the chat.
Don't look at the chat.
Scored on 7 of 9 PKs taken this season. Come on.
All right, let's do this. Come on, Danny.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Front flip, baby.
Quiet the crowd. Do a flip. Let's go.
And if you remember last game, right after we scored, Vancouver scored moments later. So let's hope that doesn't happen this game. Andrew Bauer in the chat says Vancouver's got a Mr. Bean looking coach. Couldn't agree more.
Actually, that is in fact Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean does not know how he got there. He's very confused. He doesn't know what to do.
Someone gave him a clipboard. He's going, oh.
You wouldn't believe what led to what ended up being Mr. Bean in the same sweatshirt that he was going to wear.
And it's not Rowan Atkinson. It is Mr. Bean going, oh.
We are in Mr. Bean's universe.
Great PK.
Oh,
Great
what a
PK.
goal. Thank you to everyone in the chat. I don't know if maybe they're not ahead of us, but everyone in the chat, if you were ahead of us, you held back just the right amount.
Also,
thank you. Didn't ruin it for us.
Mario Gonzalez, great sequence. Great.
Mario
foul.
Gonzalez. That's your goal just as much as
That's the first goal of his hat trick. We're calling that one for Mario.
Yep. He might have what I'll call a side hat trick, which is just goals that are like, you were part of that too. Come on.
Michael
Give him an
KB
assist for that.
says what I was thinking, which is Bowanga, we don't need to do the flip on the turf. Let's not let's not
Totally
worry
agree.
about it.
Totally agree.
We know
Every time he
you
does
can
that, I'm
do it.
like, it's so cool you flip, but also, how many times is he going to do it before? Like, it only takes one time where it's like,
Yeah,
he breaks an ankle and everyone's like, I was always thinking he shouldn't do it, but we were all encouraging it the whole time.
yeah. Yellow card for Veselinovic.
Papusas Power in the Twitch chat says Bowangoat.
Hey,
Love it.
there's only one goat in this league, and his name's Denny.
Denny Bowanga.
When did they start putting the initial on the jersey? You know, D, like it usually was like when there was someone with the same last name as you, but it's D Bowanga.
Well, you don't want to confuse him with the other Bowanga.
Frank Bowanga.
Frank Bowanga.
Frank Bowanga is on LAFC too.
He's a very promising prospect, Frank Bowanga.
He's 37 years old. He got his master's in social science.
Not in the same family. Totally different Bowanga.
Yeah, he kind of like
He's just kind of a guy. He's very normal looking.
yeah, kind of looks like he works for Con Ed.
Very East Coast joke.
Kind of looks like he works for SoCal Gas.
Yeah, there we go. Now everyone's on board.
Okay,
Ooh.
feels good to be ahead, but
Oh yeah, look at us just defending while up 1-0. Doesn't it feel so different?
beautiful possession.
Great ball. Look at this.
Look at how many people they have back.
Oh, I love this ball. Look at this. Okay.
Another
Let it go out.
corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to take this time and space to say goodbye, Chicharito, on the LAFC stream. We don't have to talk about it too much, but boy, does it feel good to humiliate that man for 4 seasons. Okay, let's get back to the game.
Oh, okay. I was going to talk about that for a while. Here's the corner. Put it in.
Oh,
good
great
chance.
save. Great
Hey, keep it
save.
going. Oh, is
Denny!
Denny! Oh, Denny! Denny from downtown.
Every time I jump, the chair comes off I'm embarrassing myself in front of what I assume will be Tom Bogert.
Man, that was actually a great save.
Yeah.
Gotta hand it to him.
I like this keeper. Oh,
Wow,
two
both
great
were
saves in a
turns out.
row.
Those were both on goal.
Wow. That would have been beautiful.
Good eye, Denny.
Look at our calm Denny Bowanga. I can't believe that almost went in.
Wow.
Erlong in the goal. I think he doesn't know he's in there.
If it touches you, it's already a goal. Okay, come on, let's do this.
I'll take another.
We'll take
I
it
love
again.
these
Let's do it.
corners. I love these corners. Vancouver seems mad at themselves. Oh
he's
boy,
mad
I'm
at the ref
nervous.
for some reason.
What are you
Interesting
mad
haircut
about?
on the ref. Is that a mohawk? What is that haircut? The ref.
The ref? Yeah, refs can't be too hot. There should be a rule against that.
Oh,
All right.
it has to be excessively easy to make fun of a ref. That should be part of it.
The ref has to make you feel like you could be a ref. A ref can never look better than you as a
That's
fan.
right. That's exactly. You got to be able to feel like you could do better than them, even though you definitely couldn't. Every game, I'm always like, I always notice how much the ref is running, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, fair.
No, you're an athlete, just not as good of an athlete as these other people.
Right. You
Just
probably
like
played in college or something.
We are soccer commentators and pundits, but not as good of a soccer commentator and pundit as our next guest, our first guest. Tommy scoops himself from The Athletic. You know him, you love him. Please welcome to the show, Tom Bogert. Tom, thanks for being here.
What's going on, boys? Thanks for having me. I just want to jump in and come in hot quickly that I firmly agree with that take that referees shouldn't be hot. I totally agree.
Thank you.
That'd be too off-putting. Like, how do you yell at a hot referee? Like, how do you exactly tell them to go F off? Like, I don't know. So I'm firmly with that one.
I would be like, I want you to like me. So if I did a foul, I'd be like, you're right. I did the foul. Let me get you a drink. Tom, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a fun one. What did you guys think about that penalty?
I thought it was a strong penalty. Are people saying it shouldn't have been a
Was
foul?
it controversial?
A little soft. Yeah, a little soft. I get why they didn't overturn it on VAR, but
We did say on the stream that it was he wasn't selling snake oil, but he did a good job of selling it.
He said he was selling penny stocks. You know, like
It was- it
most
wasn't-
likely a scam,
He wasn't
but it's
selling
not
the best
always a
product,
scam.
but yeah. Look, if it was always a scam, then there wouldn't be anything to dangle in front of people who you're scamming.
That's a good
You
point.
gotta have those success stories.
Yeah, there's got to be someone at the top of the pyramid in the pyramid scheme,
Exactly.
or else it's not a pyramid. Tom,
Something there.
I want to get your thoughts on the superstars in sporting Kansas City taking down St. Louis City earlier today. What do you think went wrong for St. Louis, who looked so good during the regular season? Do you think they lost it or Kansas City won it?
That's a good question, and that's a good classic kind of sports debate question. So I appreciate that too.
Yeah,
I
I
do
watch a
think that
lot of
this was-
ESPN.
I lean optimism, to be fair, and the answer is always a little bit of both. But for me, the way that Sporting Kansas City really dominated the midfield,
Come on,
the way they dominated the
Wonga.
midfield, the way that they possessed their patterns of play, their crisp passing, the way that they switched the ball quickly and created so many one-on-ones for Johnny Russell and so many one-on-ones for Johnny Russell and Daniel Shawi. Like, it was just a really, really good performance. Like, St. Louis's midfield diamond couldn't get anywhere near them. So for me, I would lean more that like Sporting Kansas City played very well. But again, like St. Louis kind of faded over the last few games of the regular season. I think today was their fourth straight loss, including the two in the playoffs. And this was kind of the worry with them all year. It was like, oh man, Ryan Gaul. That they had played very well, but it was like, I don't know, like saying it was built on a house of cards is probably too mean, but like, I don't know, everybody looked at at LAFC, at Seattle, even Houston, as like, yeah, these are probably better playoff teams than St. Louis, and we didn't know how quickly that was going to happen, but there it went.
Yeah, and SKC's had a really great run last like half a season, right? Like they're only the 8th seed because they played so badly at the beginning of the season, right?
Yeah, exactly. I forget what the numbers since May 1st they've been. I think that their form would put them like top 4 in the West. So yeah, like,
Wow.
And again, it's easy to like look at the schedules and say these things too. But like St. Louis, they won their first 5 games, and if you take away the first 10 games of the season for both these teams, like I think Kansas City would have had a better record. I don't know that on the top of my head for sure, but it was definitely a lot closer than a traditional 1 versus 8.
Yeah. Takayuka is making insane saves so far.
Playing out of
this
his
game.
mind.
He's making up for game 1. He was not very good.
Yeah, game 1 was a little rough, but we're not seeing the same guy.
Some people are
He's a
just
good
more
player,
comfortable
man.
on turf.
When they signed him, like I like what their recruitment strategy has been. Like they've gone kind of against the grain for a lot of different things. Like Takaoka, I think they spent $1 million on him. He was a goalkeeper of the year in Japan, league title winner. Like the Japanese market is something that, and particularly like Japan and South Korea, like teams haven't really been hitting him, and teams don't spend a ton of like cash on goalkeepers. So I think it was a smart signing by Vancouver for them to get it done, and definitely like a little bit outside of the box.
Are you can't be a fan of any team, right? Because you're technically a
Are
journalist.
you allowed to be?
Technically.
I mean, deep down, I know that you know what you're a fan of deep down. In the way that like, they can't say who they vote for on TV. Ooh, Ilya, you okay? But like, do you get nervous watching? Like, were you nervous watching SKC St. Louis in those like
No, not
final
at
12
all.
minute?
No. I thought because and truly like the only like soccer team that I have like emotional ties to is Liverpool, and like I don't hide that either. Like if you look behind me, there's photos of Mo Salah, Bobby Firmino, and Sadio Mane. But yeah, like genuinely, like I know I get this question a lot, and like I'm very proudly from New Jersey, so people ask me about like Red Bull stuff. It's the same way I get NYCFC fans saying I'm a Red Bull fan. I have Red Bull fans saying I'm a Philly fan. I have Philly fans saying I'm, whatever, right? Like, so, yeah, well and truly, it's just fun to kind of, like, the connections I have are more so with sources than, like, say, with specific teams.
And when you say proudly from New Jersey, what exactly are you proud of?
It's the only way we can be, man. Hey, I'm coming to you live. I live right on the beach. That's pretty cool. That's pretty.
That is cool. That is cool. I would like Oscar the Grouch is probably proud of his trash can.
Wow. Yeah, you're talking to a guy. Yeah, we can't talk much. You're talking to a guy from Connecticut and a guy from Boston, so we're in the same boat, really.
I am like
we're all proudly from places that nobody.
I'm not proud from Connecticut.
Sense to be proud of. Oh, fair.
But you're proud of Boston, and that sucks.
I'm proud of.
I have a question about signings, and you're known as, I call you the Woj of MLS. People like to compare you to Fob, but I like Woj. He's my point of reference, and we're in the playoffs now. I know that they can't technically sign people, but we hear about the Suarez in Miami, where we know Chicharito's not coming back to the Galaxy. How early are the teams out of the playoffs, like, looking at moves? Like, are there conversations already happening?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if, like, I don't think that they can have, like, official conversations, so I don't want to kind of, I guess, use that word correctly or incorrectly. But, like, the planning and scouting is, like, well in advance. Like, teams, like, I don't know, I didn't know for sure, but I had a really strong idea as of, like, I don't know, May, that Chicharito and Douglas Costa weren't going back to the LA Galaxy, right? Like, none of that was official or anything, but it's just like, all right, like, the teams have their plans. Didn't matter if Douglas Costa did a half season of contract year Douglas Costa to try to convince them to sign him to a long-term deal. But yeah, all of those things got to come well in advance, and, like, trade talks can just be revisited to, like, teams. Like, I don't know, there's one team that has, like, a spreadsheet of this is what we think the value of every single player is, and, like, every couple of weeks they'll call the team and be like, how much would you ask for Nick Lima, or how much would you ask for Ilya Sanchez? And it's like, so these conversations happen all the time in terms like that. So it makes it easier to be like, okay, what about now? Like, what do you think about this trade?
And Drew's coming to LAFC, right?
Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for, dude. I've been wanting Olivier Giroud to come to MLS for so long. Like, he's still like world class, man. So I understand why he stayed at Milan. But I know Vancouver, they were interested in him a couple of years ago, and I was like, I don't think this is actually going to happen. But I was rooting like hell for it to happen.
Yeah.
It didn't. So maybe next year.
He's too hot to be a ref for sure.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I think he'd be the hottest person in MLS, like immediately.
Yeah. Besides,
this conversation,
yeah.
I was gonna say that conversation started. We're trying to figure out what this ref's hairstyle is, and I just saw him again. Was still trying to figure it out. It's kind of like a mohawk, but wide, but shaved.
Yeah,
it's like it looks like he should be in the background of A Few Good Men, like when they're on Guantanamo. It's just like one of the generals.
Yeah, it's like when Fat Ronaldo had the stuff in that beginning, but
it is what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
It sucks that he's Fat Ronaldo because he was great.
The hair was favors. It was like his head kind of burst out of the hair.
I also just want to say I noticed that in the owner's box for LAFC, they didn't have this stream on. I thought that's interesting because this is the LAFC stream. Why aren't they watching Crazy?
Will, what's going on, Will?
We've been taken off the air again.
a lot of pins in your LAFC hat, but not a lot of our watch along on your screen.
Okay. Good defense.
Okay, good defense.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
3v1 for Kike.
Trying to take on three.
Come on. You got him.
Oh, we got it.
Come on. Oh, poor touch.
Oh.
Game over. You can't say that at this point.
I don't know, with the accent, it
would have been game over at minute 39.
Good ball.
Oh, geez. I think he's taking out the card for that one. Yeah.
Shout out to Laborda here, Team Tuck, Team Mustache. Big fan of his. Got to shout that out for this one. Big fan of the look today.
Yeah, Hollingshead also, famous. I wonder if he's okay.
Yes,
Oh, he's up. He's up.
he's up. Glad we got the yellow and not the red on that one. Thank you for blessing us with a full mustache, Tom. We Hollingshead decided to
Oh,
go
Jesus
full
Christ.
beard.
That could have
my
been
goodness.
really bad.
Oh, thank God he didn't get his
Ooh,
face. I think
boy.
he got
Yeah.
his hands in there first. Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, and that was Mario should have had a better touch on that, and none of that
Yeah.
would have happened.
Yep.
Oh, Mr. Bean is angry. Mr. Bean is very angry. Mr. Bean in a novelty sweatshirt is very upset that it wasn't a red.
I like to think that what's on his shirt is just what he's saying every time. Home is Vancouver. Home. It's on my shirt. Home is Vancouver.
Tom, what has it been like for you this season? I feel like it feels like a watershed season for MLS, not just with Messi, but the Apple TV stuff. I know that you're friends with a lot of the folks that have been over on Apple TV. Have you noticed? I don't know. How does it feel for you? Does this year feel different as it's winding down?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like I know I sound like a company man, but like I think it's awesome to just be like, oh, there's an MLS game on. I know exactly what app to go to, which like whatever. It's not like, oh, is it
Yeah.
like like I don't know.
What do I
I
do?
was trying to get on the Liverpool game today, and I was like, is it on Peacock or is it on which app or can I go? Is it on NBC or is it on USA? And so again, like I get like it's just a little nice bonus that everything's all the same. The studios are gorgeous, man. Like, oh, I've been able to that they've let me be on several times, so it's
Yeah.
nice to go in there and check it out. It's really awesome, man. Like I haven't, I'm 28, so it's not like I've been around for like forever. But like some of the colleagues that I work with who have been around much longer than me, like and the studio that they had been in before Apple, it's just crazy. It's like they always say like, yeah, like these are the stories we'd say. It's like, yeah, one day we're gonna be in like a real big time studio, like we're like this is gonna keep growing to a point. And so it's been cool to like realize those dreams, and it feels really big league, even though that
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff with MLS that we can make fun of and laugh about, and the idiosyncrasies that we've come to all love and enjoy. But like it felt even more big league this year than it has for a while. So it's been really cool.
Yeah. Especially compared to like Alexi Lawless in front of a curtain. Like Alexi Lawless in a black box theater. Like
I think this game's on FS1 as well. So I don't know.
Oh.
Like, so that's what they probably have for this one.
that you can only access. It's
What's happening here?
I will be thankful for that pass.
Look, I'm no master tactician, but I don't quite understand why Vancouver is playing their left wing back on the right side and the right wing back on the left side for most of this first half. I don't, call me crazy, but I'd rather put my best players in their best positions if it's very obvious for them to be there. I don't get the benefit of this.
There's no reason they can't. It doesn't. It's just a swap.
Like Adekuve had like one, like it was like a really good pass because he was on the right instead of the left. But like other than that, like he's given the ball away a few times. Larea hasn't like gotten into the game. It's just
Whoa, what's happening? Oh my!
I thought that
goodness.
was in. Oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ!
That'd have been the most New Jersey Mario Gomez goal of all time.
Whew. They were booing Crepeau. Oh, Crepeau,
Yeesh.
come on, man. That's like
that was
inches.
rough.
That
Oh
extra
my
touch.
goodness.
Oh my God.
Yikes. Mamma mia. If you like when I say Mamma mia,
what?
hit me with a spaghetti and meatballs in the chat.
We worked ourselves into a hole on that one early on, Tom, and we have not been able to escape it.
We've gotten real loose. We've gotten real loose now that LAFC keeps letting us do these. All right, we don't want to take too much more of your time. We just want to say thank you for hanging out with us for a little bit.
Yes.
Anything you want to plug or where people can find you?
No, man, just The Athletic, Apple TV, Twitter, all that. Always got time for you guys. Always a good time. Thanks for letting me crash the party.
We love you, and it means a lot that when you hang out with us, we're big fans.
Of course, thanks for having me. Cheers, guys.
See ya.
Thanks.
Oh, well, that was fun.
That was great.
I love Tom.
He's the
for
best.
Somebody who's as important as he is for American soccer media, very normal person.
Yes. I should have said while he was here. What's so fun about following him and reading all of his stuff is like you can really feel how much he's genuinely enjoying this. Like he really loves watching these games and reporting on it, and it's fun to see him having fun.
I just want to
it is a big year for him. Sorry, go ahead.
No, quickly pivot from your compliments to just point out how many spaghetti and meatballs we got in the chat.
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
I just want to make sure that we
this up for
remember.
Travis real quick. 8K Snoo in the Twitch chat, 3 spaghetti and meatballs. Diane777,
Okay.
just some emoji. I don't. What is that?
3 minutes of stoppage. Vancouver's got a good run of play for the last couple minutes. Not loving it. We've had a couple of good chances.
Just clear it.
We should have a
No. That's not clearing it. That's a pass to the other team. No. Don't call anything. Just let it go. Thank you.
Thank you, ref.
Thank you.
Thank you, ref.
I love your haircut. I love that haircut. I love it. I think it's great. It's definitely a haircut that people get. That's a thing that people do for sure.
Wait, Murillo's down.
Oh,
on
boy.
the turf, please, God. Oh, fuck.
No.
Is it real? What happened? So he's fine there. Did something else happen? But he's fine right there. What happened?
I don't know. Maybe he's getting up and realizes.
Oh, he's selling it?
So he's trying to sell it.
Oh.
Okay.
It didn't.
Had me worried there.
I hate when they do this. I know that it's good gamesmanship, but you're worrying me, Jesus.
Yeah.
You made me worried.
You got to do it a certain way. So we need like a secret code. We need to know, like, he's got his pinky up, so we know he's faking it.
Yeah. Every game, you give us the safe word, and then he got hit in the
look
face.
Directly into a camera and wink for us.
Isaiah in the chat says it was a shot to the eye from Larea after the play.
Oh.
Are they reviewing it to see if it's a penalty as well? Murillo's still down, so he's trying to show that he got elbowed.
Got it. I like he says he's still getting attention. It was just a cry for help. He just wants attention.
Why is Mr. Bean yelling at Steve Cherundolo? Home is Vancouver. What does that even mean?
I don't know. Thank you, Isaiah Lopez, for pointing out there's another shot of it. Like they that's an official Whitecaps shirt. That's like official Whitecaps gear. Home is Vancouver.
Check complete on both sides, they're saying. So it looks like nothing will come of this. Just more extra time.
Does that mean we can keep talking about Sartini's shirt? Is it okay to do that? I think you're going to have to stop me.
Home is Vancouver. I was on tour when I worked at the Crooked podcast. There's nothing there.
Well, people live there. So that's probably why that was the conversation when they were like, we need to come up with a shirt. And they were like, well, there's nothing here. Well, people live here.
I bought a sweatshirt in
It's
Iowa
home
City.
for people.
The reason I brought this up is I brought a sweatshirt in Iowa City that said, don't sleep on Iowa City. And I thought it was it's a shirt that is so clearly made from a position of weakness. Like, guys, we're also a city. Don't sleep
what you're thinking.
on Iowa City.
We know what you're thinking. Just give us a chance.
On Iowa City. Yeah,
it's also kind of like you're not going to give us a chance now, but like we'll be worthy of it at some point.
One day you're going to be happy that you vouched for Iowa City. Like Iowa City's going to pop off one day.
Just don't say anything bad because you're gonna regret it eventually. Home is Vancouver is like an innocuous, neutral answer to the question of where are you from.
Home is it doesn't even like.
Where are you from? Home is Vancouver.
It doesn't inspire passion or loyalty. It means nothing.
It's the first part of home is Vancouver, but I travel around a lot because I don't want to be in Vancouver.
Home is Vancouver, but I spend a lot of time on the road because home's bad.
Yeah.
AK Snoo says all my homies love Iowa City. Don't sleep on Iowa City. You know, we're up and coming. We have a brewery. They're turning the factories into lofts. There's a restaurant now that has craft cocktails and exposed brick.
Oh, they're all redone versions of the things that were thriving when this was a good place to live. I believe Iowa 88 is the world's largest truck stop. I stopped there on my way driving across the country when I moved to LA.
Come on.
Shout out to Iowa 88.
Iowa 88. Iowa
Loved
88
it.
in the chat.
They have a giant truck there on display that's really cool. It's actually honestly a really cool place. They have a whole movie theater.
Don't sleep on Iowa 88.
Iowa 88. Don't sleep on it.
Can
Iowa
we get
88 is home.
Please? Can we
Home is
please
Iowa
get
88.
to Iowa 88 is home.
But I travel around a lot. Sometimes I go to Vancouver. AK Snoo says there's a new Pizza Hut on Main. It's about to pop off. Y'all just wait.
All right, that's halftime. Darren, how you feeling?
We made it to half. As nervous as we thought, man. This is a game. It's playoffs, baby. Let's do it.
And
Definitely happy to be up 1-0.
We need another goal because you got to remember that this could go to PKs, and PKs are just random. It's like, I don't want to go to PKs. We can't let this go to PKs. Someone in the chat, Kesa just says LAFC 1, Vancouver 0. Yep, that's the score.
Love it. Hey, some people in the chat may not have the game.
That's true. That's true. Darren, normally for halftime we have a guest. We don't this time around. So what was your favorite moment of the first half?
I guess I'll say the goal.
Yeah, the goal was pretty good. It was one. That's at like
just
top
off the
3.
top of my head.
Top 3
through all my favorite moments, and I'll say the goal.
Yeah, I would say the goal was pretty good. I would say my
Tom
personal favorite was the spaghetti meatballs in the chat. I'd say that was
sure. No, that would be, yeah.
I would say the man of the match is me.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. Which Mamma Mia? Is that what you're asking me? Which Mamma Mia was my favorite?
Can you go? Let's do a blind ranking of Mamma Mia's.
Travis, I believe you got the crew to put a highlight reel together of all the times you said Mamma Mia for some reason.
LAFC is not going to ask us to do this. I mean, I like this skateboard commercial.
This is the time where everybody gets to rest, but of course we don't do that, so we will not do that.
Who will think of the podcasters? I'm always saying this. If you're listening, if you want to hang out with us after the game, if you want to talk to us after the game, head on over to our YouTube at youtube.com/@happyfootsadfoot. We have a live post-game show with Vince LaRosa. Connor Calapsios from 110 Football Club will be there as well today. We have call-ins. You can hang out with us over there. And even if you're not going to come hang out, go give us a subscribe. It means a lot to us.
Yes. And that's a show. Just to be clear, you can be on that show with us. Your audio and video, if you like, can join us on the show, and you can say whatever you want. I mean, we can kick you off too if you say something we don't like, but
you're not allowed on this show. I want the chat to know you're not allowed on this show.
Your text thoughts are allowed on this show for sure.
But this show is
Tom Bogert and Max Bretos are allowed on this show. Yeah. The real highlight was Tom Bogert, as always.
What a great guy.
Oh, the best.
One of the few good things about New Jersey.
New Jersey's always going to be better than the reputation because it's just too easy to make fun of.
Ooh,
That's
I
what refs should
forgot
be.
that Ryan
Refs should be
Hollingshead
the New
header.
Jersey of the people on the pitch. Is that it's just like kind of on its face there to make fun of in some level, on some level. But
Every like
there's
once a
something to it
year,
too.
I'm like, should I be a ref? And I'm like, it seems like an awful job. People are just mad at you at all
Look how
times.
fast he's running. See, this is
Yeah.
the truth is he's amazing. Look how fast he's running. He's
And you
he's running the entire game.
And you're constantly trying to move to get a better angle,
Yeah.
That's a clear pen. That's a
And
pen.
we're always like, come on, the ref was right there. Why didn't he see it? Isn't it incredible that the ref was right there? He's always right there. Beautiful, beautiful penalty.
Ugh. Home is Denny Bawanga.
Home is
Don't-
Massachusetts. Thank you, Rancho, in the chat. Home is Massachusetts, but I haven't lived there for a while. do
Man,
miss it
also
there.
their keeper has been unbelievable.
Oh man, career game.
That was his best. The
Woo.
2 incredible saves in a row. No one on his
He's
team
had
even
some
gave him a
really
high
amazing
five.
saves. Do they not like him? Are we uncovering some locker room drama?
Yikes! Ooh, that Mario Gonzalez hit to the keeper. I don't like. Mario is the reason we scored that first goal. He maybe should have had a header off of a cross while we were talking to Tom Bogert.
Yeah, kind of a brick for a cleat on that one.
Man, it's 1-0 is too, for how sloppy this has been. 1-0 is too close.
It's definitely a game where I feel like anything can happen. We are getting chippy. I definitely agree that Mario needs to give us some kind of safe word on at least on turf.
Yeah.
We need to know that everyone's okay immediately. That is a pet peeve of mine when someone's like, oh no, and then they don't say anything. I'm like, wait, you gotta tell me everything's cool first. Just like you don't have to explain the situation, but like say everything's cool.
Well, like, that when the player comes over, they whisper like, I'm fine.
Yeah. I want whatever that is. Yes.
Get us in.
Oh my God. And the player's like, are you okay? And they're like, yeah, dude, I'm straight. Just can you give me some water?
I'm just fucking around. I'm really tired. Rancho is saying home is Massachusetts because he's moving to Massachusetts.
That's right. That says he said that in the chat as well. Congratulations.
I
Hey,
hope
if you want some Rex, get out, DM me. I'll tell you all about it.
Messi Meets America on Apple TV Plus.
Oh yeah,
the soccer documentary everyone's talking about. The one that's sweeping the nation. Well, I did see, I want to say maybe 5 people on my flight 2 weeks ago watching the Beckham doc, and they were like, it was crazy how much of a crossover the Beckham doc has had with like pop culture.
Yeah. It actually ends. It's actually, if you haven't watched either documentary, I will say the Beckham documentary ends at a point that is a great place to start the Messi documentary. It's almost like a linear chronology.
I started
the Messi documentary first, and I was like, oh, it would have been great to just pick this up right after.
Just watching the AT&T ad.
The iPhone 15 Pro is titanium. Did you hear that, Travis?
Oh yeah, I would love. I love the iPhone 15 Pro.
Titanium. I feel like titanium is making a comeback now. But I remember when I was younger, titanium was like a big thing people went to for like, this is good. Do we know that titanium is inherently good in any real way?
I don't know anything about any metal.
Is it just like
I just
harder?
Need to put that out there. If you ask me a question about any metal, I can't answer it. Steel.
Oh, this is titanium.
Is it stainless.
Here's Travis Kelce in a commercial, which means it's a commercial.
He has the best publicist on the planet.
Incredible. I don't know if there's any commercials left that he's not in. And this was before the whole Taylor Swift thing.
Oh yeah, this was the thing that made Aaron Rodgers mad, that he's in an ad for a vaccine.
Oh.
Darren, what do you think about the facts?
You've reached halftime, which is the politics section on the show.
Let's get into it. Let's solve it.
Okay. Public health.
Um,
No, what I really want to know is about wealth management.
yeah, so Drover asked any subs at half. I think the only thing I would be worried about is that Mario has sort of gotten on the ref's nerves. He already has a yellow, and he got warned early in the game. I would not want him to get a red and us be stuck with a man down. So I would consider bringing someone in, if not at half, early, and that would probably be Vela, right?
Yeah.
I guess you could put Stipe, but I feel like Vela can play a half on turf.
Is there an adjustment you could make to put Bogusz in? Not really.
No, I think you have to do Vela there.
Yeah.
I think
you could do both. You could put Buchan now and Vela later.
And put and who would play? Who would? Yeah. I can't believe Kansas City won.
The baseball closure by committee equivalent.
If Mario gets a red card, isn't that the cape? It's not. Oh, you mean like a Tanuki suit? Is that what the cape was when Mario? No, the Tanuki suit is the raccoon. I've been playing Super Mario Wonder. Great game.
Oh, I haven't played in a long time.
I feel like you got to bring Carlos in early. Yeah, Daniel and Drover both saying that. David Day asks, who is Travis Kelce? I guess he needs a different publicist.
David Day is in the chat saying vaccinating is not politics. He's right. You should get vaccinated.
Yes, that is also
common sense.
We were just joking, y'all. I got a new one. I got the newest one, Novavax. Just get it whichever one they give. There's a new one. I want it.
It's true.
Got the flu shot.
I don't know if anybody else is in this boat, but I've really grown to love shots. Over the last few years, I've been conditioned to just want and enjoy shots. I take allergy shots.
I think you can just buy needles if you want to just poke yourself.
Great. Yeah. That doesn't even need to be anything in there.
I bet you could buy needles in bulk on Amazon, right?
Give us some needle emojis in the chat. Jesus. Okay.
This is when the owner's box turns on.
There's more soccer. Yeah, this is what they
finally. What are we supposed to do in the middle? There's nothing to talk about now. There should be a break where we can pee.
Offside with Taylor Twellman being advertised. I've been listening to that. A lot of great episodes.
Offside with Taylor Twellman. You're a big offside head. You bring it up to me all the time.
Big offside head. Yeah.
I'm not. You're a big offsider. I'm not gonna do it. But I know you love.
I don't know if there's a name. I don't know if there's a name for the fans like there is on some podcasts, but maybe we should be pitching it.
Yeah, like the Foot Clan for our podcast. Subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Happy Foot, Sad Foot.
You can only subscribe to one podcast, of course, so it should be ours.
Everyone gets their one podcast token a year from the government, and they get to spend it however they want.
Right, which means it should be Happy Foot, Sad Foot. A big part of listening to our podcast is that you can't listen to anything else. We'd really prefer if you don't even listen to music.
And you have to cut out your family and send us all of your routing information.
Yes.
And if you reach the bridge of success, we'll tell you all about Xenu.
And 5 years in, you can live in the Happy Foot, Sad Foot mansion where we all live together
and share wives.
And pray to LAFC.
Pray to Security Paul.
No, it is just a podcast. It's not also a cult for anyone who's not familiar.
I'm loving D-Lane on the Twitch chat. Just chatting to themselves. Everyone's going off in the YouTube chat. D-Lane is just living life alone in Twitch chat.
Yeah, get over to Twitch. Twitch needs some more numbers. YouTube's going off.
Ugh. We're supposed to know who this guy is, right? You know,
Yeah. I mean, that's my reaction.
I think he was like a soccer player that quit because he was a successful influencer. But it's like that seems short-sighted, man. Like, what would you rather tell your grandkids?
That you were an influencer.
That I got sponsored by Simply Safe. 8K Snoo and D Lane hanging out in the Twitch chat now. Daniel asking, how do we approach this half tactically? To me, the human LAFC crazy wall, that's not the type of crazy I am. I think he's asking if we sit back or get after it. I think it is.
This is not a 1-0 lead you can sit on, I don't think.
I'm scared of this lead. I think Vancouver has had a lot of good chances, and we've played pretty sloppy in the back. I think if Vancouver scores, I would not be surprised. I think we need to not park the bus just yet, because one small mistake and we go to pens. There's no overtime. I think we need a second goal before we can think about sitting back.
You know what, Travis? A third would be nice. I'd take a third goal.
Don't go crazy. Don't get greedy.
You know what? No, I want a third goal.
Joey AF popping over to the other
Kingfisher.
Chat.
Thank you, Joey. The Kingfisher, just a bird that exists in that area, is their mascot.
And who would ever celebrate a bird? That's beyond me.
No, not us. Listen, we celebrate an actual bird.
Do you ever, whenever someone calls the Ollie the mascot, the falconer gets really mad and he says it's not a mascot, it's a symbol. And I'm like,
Yes,
I'm like that. He's so proud.
Yes.
It's like, it's not a mascot. It's like when we were in college and people said we did skits, and we were like, no, we do sketches.
Sketch. Having a mascot is really a kind of a losing battle. It's kind of an advantage that we don't have one yet, because it's more people are going to trash it than like it. I think there's a handful of mascots throughout sports that are universally beloved.
Yeah.
Beloved. I don't know. Beloved is only for when you die. or when you get married. Beloved is only dearly beloved.
Are fucking
Is that their tifo? Is that their tifo? Is just one sign?
You know, not everybody can be the 3252.
It's true. I was hoping we could see a little peek of the 3252.
No changes.
Traveling contingent on camera.
Oh no, there is a change.
Changes?
That's Nathan Ordaz. Nathan Ordaz up front.
Yes, we missed that. We were too busy talking.
Ordaz in for Mario, which I think is smart. Mario's got a yellow, and he keeps the same chaos. Kike and Ordaz up front is a lot of chaos. I love it.
I'm shocked we didn't suggest that. We love Ordaz.
Any other changes? Did they say? Chat, let us know if there were other changes. Ordaz so close there. Ooh, Palacios, bad pass.
Rare.
Not loving the numbers.
Oh boy.
Great save from Capo. Great defense, but boy, was that slap. We've been sloppy, man.
Yeah, this game is all over the place.
Aviation Mushy with the great inspiration in the chat. Aviation Mushy, couldn't agree more. Also, shout out to making a human say out loud, Aviation Mushy.
That's good. Yeah, I have confirmed Ordaz is the only substitution for either team. I have a source who confirmed it for me. A source close to both teams. Oof.
Yeah, Larea's really there. The chat is pointing out Larea's really going for a pen because I think they want a makeup. I mean, that's not strong enough to be a pen. That's a great save for Max, though. An awkward one.
Oof. He's had some weird looks today.
Lawman Trash Can is here.
Lawman Trash Can, welcome to the chat. It's Lawman's Trash Can. We're just living in it.
It's so like it's nervy because I know we're up, but it hasn't seemed clean. Our goal is from a pen and not off play. It's not.
That's a big part of it for sure.
It just hasn't connected the way that we've needed it to so far. Like even I know that like we're happy to be 1-0, obviously, but this is Vancouver's season and a half. Like they're gonna play with so much urgency right now.
Yeah. They're gonna
and we
really
just need to be
it.
prepared for it.
We're a little flimsy. We're a little flimsy for like that last 10 minutes where they're gonna go crazy. They're just gonna throw everything at us.
Aviation Mushy says, thanks, guys. It's good to keep the positive vibe even when trailing the opponent. Keep up the great stream. Thanks so much, Aviation Mushy. If you like Aviation Mushy's username, hit us with an airplane in the chat.
Mamma mia.
Okay, I'm happy with how they did that.
Daniel Angel in the chat. Chiellini and Bogusz warming up. He's got a source close to both teams as well. He's getting the inside scoop for us.
Joey AF asking me to respond to his DM on Twitter and the Twitch chat. I'm on a live stream right now. I can't do that.
Oh, but now you saw it.
I'll do it. Just message me
Isaiah
again.
Lopez with a spaghetti emoji in the YouTube chat.
Absolutely no planes in the chat. Oh, we got a plane.
Oh,
we got a plane.
We got a plane. Jeff Tuck, I will not be reading your chat message. An alternate plane emoji? An alternate plane emoji?
Yeah, that plane emoji
also
is the
in the chat.
There's a takeoff and a landing one. It's just the way that.
That's right. So there's three. There's a plane. Here's just plane. Then there's takeoff and landing.
Not touching what the chat's going off about. Home is Vancouver. We'll go back to that.
Home is Vancouver.
That's safe.
Isn't that funny? That's a funny shirt. Funny haircut on the ref. Okay.
Mr. Bean. Continental Tires.
Yeah, Ilya still holding on strong.
Is there a bean emoji? If there's a bean emoji, let us know.
Yeah, throw the bean in there for Mr. Bean.
Morley 2K wants us to show the game. Unfortunately, we're legally not allowed to, but you can watch it on Apple TV for free or on Fox Sports 1, or I'm sure you know a sketchy friend you can text.
I don't know if it's free on Apple TV this time.
I think the whole playoffs is free, isn't it?
I think when it's on FS1, they do it for free, so maybe it is. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, it's got to be cheap to get.
Oh, that was a handball.
Season pass right now.
He just trapped that with his arm. Okay. This is sort of a counterattack. They've got like 3 guys on ours. Hey, Beans in the chat. Those are fun emoji. That's a fun emoji, the beans. Okay, we're in the box. Let's do this.
Ooh, great defense from Tristan Blackman.
Oof, that was not a red card.
So many.
Albert Alvarez in the chat says, "Give us a Mamma Mia," and he put 2 spaghetti emojis.
You can't make Mike Breen say "bang" when it's not earned, and you can't make me say "Mamma Mia" when it's not earned.
Travis, you should be one of those. Isn't that a new like version of influencer that you just like say? The emojis
yum. Thanks for the beans. Thanks for the beans.
Ooh, airplane landing. I don't really know how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to.
You're supposed to be an
say
NPC.
What it is or react to what it is.
Yeah, you're basically supposed to pretend someone's pressing a button and you say and do the same thing. Like you're supposed to be like an NPC is what they call it. But really just like a fake NPC, non-player character, but they just mean a fake person.
Got it.
But it's just a way for baiting people into giving you gifts on TikTok.
Got it.
which is how you make money on TikTok.
Got it. Upper 777 with a clock emoji, I believe. Is that what that is?
Uh-huh. Who would have thought at the beginning of the season, Darren, when we started the podcast, we'd be on LAFC's YouTube just naming emojis?
Yeah, I know. We've really come so far.
Okay, what do we got? We got 40 minutes left in this game. My heart is already pounding. The game's not going to end 1-0. It's just not. Great job, Max Eam. Max, great Halloween costume. Remember he was the guy from Moana?
Oh, I was supposed to be like, what's the joke here? He's a keeper for Halloween?
No,
right now.
He posted a Halloween costume from Moana.
On Halloween, not like right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a great Halloween costume.
They're knocking at the door, man. This is
Maui.
I'm so scared of going to PKs. My heart can't fucking take it. I like when you can hear what they scream at the ref.
Yeah. I want more miking players, please.
Okay, come on.
Let's do some.
Putting Ordaz in is interesting. That makes me think that Vela is not coming into the game. But if we go to PKs, you're going to want fucking Vela there. You got to put him in. Maybe they're saving subs in case we go to PKs.
Yeah. Well, you got to see how the game plays out at least to like 70th minute or so. Oh boy, that was not good communication, guys. Let's get it out.
It's getting a little too rinky-dink in the back. This is when I would love a man named Giorgio Chiellini, but I know it's dangerous.
That would be pretty great to have him there. That's the thing. It doesn't seem to be like strategic or tactical, like like that was the wrong move. It was just like it's weird mishaps. It's weird, like communication is off, or it's just kind of flimsy.
Yeah, Drover Shy points out we're losing the midfield a little bit. I think that's right. We've kept possession for a lot of the game more than we thought, and now we're sort of like sitting back, which reminds me of some games where we fully ceded possession and didn't end up well for us.
Yeah. We're looking kind of vulnerable right now.
Who's your ideal 5 for PKs, Darren? Who you picking if you could pick from anyone on the roster?
Oh, my God. Okay.
And keep in mind, they could be inspired by Continental Tires before they take a PK.
Of course they would be, yeah. I would want all of them to explain their approach to me in detail before they take the shot.
Yeah, and before you answer this question, know that they're going to turn the camera and explain what they're thinking before they take it.
So should I want them to be like, they would all need to be as good as Ilya is at reciting a full monologue. Speaking of which, I gotta include Ilya, Boanga, Vela. Let's say Ilya.
Do you go with any of the young guys? You go with Kike?
Yeah, I'm trying to see who my final 2 would be. I would say Hollingshead. No, is my answer. I would say Hollingshead and
I know who Bogusz. Bogusz is, I think.
Oh yeah. Bogusz is. Yeah, that's the one young guy I'll put in there.
And also, I mean, he's like 27. He's up there. But the Acosta, I think, also is someone you got to consider.
Oh, good call. Yeah.
I think really, I'd be comfortable with Oliveira. Maybe not Ordaz.
Me too. To be honest with you, I think it takes I'm never gonna feel good going into PKs, but like we have a good group here. Like I don't feel like I think we measure up well as far as PKs go to all teams. I
do feel like no matter what happens, I think this story will be the choice to not play Vela, Chiellini, or Bogusz. We said that at the beginning, but if this goes wrong at some point, that's what we're going to be talking about. And if it goes right, we're going to be talking about how smart Dola was to save those legs before the next game. Because if we do go to,
that's what he's thinking on camera right now.
I hope I made the right decision.
Showing him and seeing and hearing Travis say that is like, it does feel like that's what he's thinking.
Well, isn't our next game?
He doesn't care about what people talk about.
If we go to game 3, isn't it like Thursday of this week or some shit? Like it's soon.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's not a bad idea to rest legs to be safe, but
well, if it becomes, you would think that if it becomes dire, they won't rest the whole game. But
oof, Aaron,
we're
Aaron, not the best. Thank you, Jesus. This is I do this at the stadium too. I always say their first names. I don't know why.
Oh, when you're in the stadium, you're friends. Listen, we're wearing team gear. We're working for the team. We're basically players. We should be on the roster for the game. It's as close as we'll ever get.
You guys
as close
can't
as almost
see.
anyone is.
I have cleats on. I'm ready.
Well, I wear shin guards at all times anyway.
And I can't show you the cleats unless you're a Patreon member at patreon.com/happyfootsadfoot. That's where all the feet stuff happens.
That's where all the feet stuff happens.
That's a good moment to plug. We're going to have the post-game show over on our YouTube, youtube.com/@happyfootsadfoot. You can call in. We're going to be joined by Vince LaRosa and by Connor Collapse. I don't know how to say his name. Connor from 110 Football Club.
Oh, I thought his last name was from 110 Football Club. All one word.
AK Snoo, thanks for using the Fasaba over on Twitch. Those are words that I never thought I'd say as a 36-year-old man.
What's a Fasabot?
It's just like they trained a bot to do different things. Fasa, like Fozzie Bear.
Is that really what? Is there a meaning of Fasa?
I have no idea.
I like when it's a soccer thing.
I like when players fall out and they grab the ball. It forces the ref to call a foul every time. Mr. Bean looking a little nervous.
You can call the foul on me. I just need to stop the momentum.
I like that we've slowed it down a little bit. What are we doing? Ilie playing back? What's going on? Oh, he was waiting for Hollingshead to come back.
Listen, Travis, I think he knows what he's doing.
I'm also not looking forward to the end of this game if we're down where their whole season's on the line and they're just throwing bodies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking before. It's like we got to be ready for that. Like we're I feel like we're doing okay for this stage of the game, but this is not gonna cut it.
We get to 70 minutes. They're gonna start subbing in people, changing tactics.
On that last play with the corner with the keeper all the way up. This is not what we want to be looking like at that point.
I'm cool with
this.
I like
possession. The idea. I like slowing it down. Yeah. Up to 41% possession. Only LAFC.
I will just say Long's passing out of the back isn't great. So whenever we do this, I am a little nervous. But as you guys can tell, I'm very nervous at all times.
Oh,
Max,
no.
Thank you, Max.
Thank you, Max. Thanks, Max. Thank you so much, Max.
Happy 1-year anniversary. Some people saying in the chat to MLS Cup.
Yes. It is pretty amazing to see Max in a situation like this when 1 year ago today his leg was in multiple pieces. Oh, yes. Oh,
who's there?
Good chance.
Oof. Takioka single-handedly.
Oh,
Ah.
oof. Who else was there in the box on that? I missed that. Oh, good.
I think it was Tillman. I'm having trouble with this resolution telling specifically, but I think it was Tillman.
Yeah.
I just got a text that just said, "Is your dog food grain free?" I'm busy right now.
Is it from someone who thinks that you're a pet store, a pet supply store?
Oh yeah. They think I'm just food for dogs.
You should say yes. All of our dog food is 100% grain free. Thank you so much for texting us. We're open tonight.
If you would like an order, hit me. Hit me. Hit me with a dog
Selling
food.
dog food like drugs.
Yeah. How much
Yes,
you need?
the dog food. Wink, wink.
Yes, it's grain free. Tested.
Yeah.
I want another goal so bad. Come on, Murillo. Oh, Murillo guts a little far, turns around. Come on, Denny.
Oh, good move, Denny.
He's got 4 guys on him. Can he do it? No.
You know, we haven't gotten him the ball as much as
I think they've been cutting
I'm
off
used
passes.
to seeing. They really are double teaming him a lot.
They're at least like
collapsing on him.
Yeah, clogging the
like
lanes.
Hounds.
I'm really starting to feel the nerves. We're at 25 minutes left in this game with just a goal up. I hate the best of 3 series for doing this to me. We should be playing this game at home. It's crazy we're playing it in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Michael KB in the chat says 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in sports, and Isaiah says 1-0 is even more dangerous.
Isaiah wins according to math.
Max with the one-handed.
Oh, wow.
What are we're getting
so casual, Max.
Tricky?
Wow.
Was that LeBron who blocked a ball like that?
Yeah.
Or is it Giannis? Where it was just like the scoop
Yeah.
under. Oh, was it Kawhi? Where I don't know. I'm just naming basketball players.
What's another basketball player?
Drew Holiday. We mentioned him earlier.
Everyone's talking about Victor Wembanyama.
Oh yeah, let's name some more. There's Chet Holmgren. I think we could get through. We have 2 options right now, Darren. We could name every player in the NBA, or we could bring on the voice of black and gold, Max Bretos. What would you like to do?
Clearly we should name every player in the NBA.
Please welcome to the show our old friend, the man who knows more about soccer than us. Max, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, if you guys are going to name everyone in the NBA, I want in on that.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Go ahead, name a player.
1980s NBA. How about 7-footers from the 1980s NBA?
Oh, no.
Mark
Wow,
Eaton.
okay.
Well, that's our show. Thanks for
We did it.
Mike Smrek.
Oh my God.
We're literally going up against a man
go
who lived
90s
in
at
Bristol,
least?
Connecticut.
Let's go 90s. Tim Hardaway. Let's go.
Ewing. How you doing, Max? How you feeling about this game so far?
Pretty good. I'm doing well. I feel good about this game. It's not necessarily nice on the eyes, but I love it that LAFC did exactly what you wanted to do. You get the lead, and they're squeezing, the Whitecaps. The Whitecaps have not found any rhythm and have had very few looks in front. So it was a business trip for LAFC, and I think they're handling it the right way. It's not going to blow you away. The place is so quiet.
It's interesting.
So quiet, and that early goal did it. And this is their record attendance.
It
no way.
Really has not been.
I think it is, yeah.
And even like the fan section, they're showing it right now. The flags aren't even waving. It's pretty easy to wave a flag, like just pass it around. You don't have to do it the whole game yourself.
Didn't think about that. Hey, could you hold on this for a few minutes? I need to rest my shoulder.
Yeah, their forearm, it's got to be hard.
They don't have the same advanced tactics that our supporter section have.
It gives you new respect for the 32-52 and what they do. I mean, it is a commitment
in every away game.
In every away game, I mean, just constant support, flag waving, singing, dancing. It's exhausting, but it's something to take a lot of pride in, and they do effectively.
Ooh.
And
Ugh. Have you been to this stadium? I'm assuming you have.
I have not actually.
Oh wow! Are there how
I've been to Toronto. I've done Montreal. I have not done BC Place for some reason.
Okay.
And you called Dallas last night, right?
Yes.
How was that?
Well, it's Seattle went in there, and it was interesting because they fell behind. Sounders did 6 minutes in, and Brian Schmetzer was really upset, and he would address the media afterwards. And he brought out his team. He said they can't do that. You can't come out and not be focused and fall behind and chase the game. And that's exactly what they did. And that's exactly what LAFC is not doing. So it's a different situation. It's Seattle are scrambled. Dallas have you saw the blueprint of what LAFC wanted to avoid. Didn't fall behind. Don't give oxygen to the opponent, and don't really want to go to game 3, even though maybe game 3 kind of makes a little sense because you're not going to play until November 25th. That's after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So that's a long break, but that's our playoffs at the moment. But we can't complain about it because we want to have that. We have to have that international break.
Yeah. Yeah, I would rather us take all those international breaks,
What have you guys thought of the games, the playoff I mean, not so much the format, but just the playoffs themselves. Have you been entertained? Have you enjoyed what you've seen?
It's been fun.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've watched so much more this year too because the Apple platform is so everything's all in one place, whereas I wouldn't necessarily know where to go if I wanted to watch the Houston Dynamo last year. So I think I'm much more engaged. I would say that I'm not in love with the 3-game format, and I think that's been talked about to death. But I would say that I'm more invested in these playoffs collectively than most years, which maybe is
for sure. Oh,
Bogert is just next level, unbelievable, so consistent.
He's so good at making it impossible to tell when he's actually going to pull the trigger.
That's good.
He gets into that situation. He gets in a situation with the defender where he's like, I could shoot anytime I want now. You have no idea.
Yep.
Max, what do you think about the choice to not play Vela or Chiellini or Bogusz so far today?
Well, the Mario Gonzalez, hasn't quite fit in there. He got that penalty. And by the way, if that was called against LAFC, I would be storming out the room. That was, I'm glad we got it. Those kind of happen from good save.
Thank you, Max. Thank you, Max. Great game,
Max.
Max.
So much, Max.
He's been locked in, huh? I love the play where he had the ball on his foot for 30 seconds, waited for the Vancouver Whitecaps to press. He goes, I ain't going to play it in. You guys are trailing. You guys need to win this game. You do something.
Is Maria okay? This is
a what's it called?
Boy Who Cried Wolf. We worried about him last time, and it was nothing.
Boy Who Cried Wolf situation. We were freaking out last time he was down, hoping he was okay.
Just to finish answering the question.
Yeah.
I think Chiellini played on turf. I think the bringing in Aaron Long is just a strength for a strength. Aaron Long, I think, because you're not going to possess the ball as much as you did in the first leg, it makes sense to not have a Chiellini who's there to maybe pass the ball out of the back a little more. I'm fine with that. Bogusz has been good, but I think a rotation there makes sense. And I think that's been a great move because Tillman's kind of filled that Bogusz role and done really well, certainly in the first half. And then Kellen Acosta has been pretty smooth right behind them, kind of filling that engine room. The Gonzalez for Vela one, that's the one I think you can bring up debate, but you're winning the game. And I was puzzled by it, but if you get the result, I think Steve's kind of pushed all the right buttons.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, if they win, we'll say he's a genius, and if they lose, we'll be angry with him. I think it's that'll be the story of the game no matter what.
They have the depth. You have those 3 guys that all are starters, right?
Yeah.
Kellen Acosta was playing in a World Cup. Aaron Long was on a World Cup roster. Mario Gonzalez is very highly regarded, scored a lot of goals in Belgium. So,
yeah. How have you found Apple this year? Like, obviously, I know you love your employer, but I mean the how have you?
Let me tell you something about Apple, Helwig. Those people are out of line. I mean, I need to get something off my chest.
Everyone, record this. Record that.
Don't record.
No, I mean, you know, you were the LAFC play-by-play, and now you're doing the whole league. Do you find it more difficult? Do you find it simpler? Is the travel hard? Like, how's your year been? Here comes Chiellini.
Giorgio, fresh off his time as
I don't know
Captain
if we're putting
Jack
him on by
Sparrow on
choice,
Halloween.
Though.
What a great costume from Giorgio Chiellini.
Yeah, he brought it.
Really solid showing for LAFC on Halloween this year.
I just found out that all the non-Americans love Halloween so much. I take a lot of pride in that because it's our kind of thing, and everyone's like, yeah, we imitate so much other things that happen elsewhere. People are kind of taking Halloween, following our lead, so that's good.
It is a very American holiday. Like, it makes no sense. It's so fun. You just eat bullshit. Like, it's great.
You worship the devil for a week.
Hell yeah.
It is nice seeing those players be like, when I see that, I'm like, oh, maybe they like this enough that they just want to stay here forever.
Maybe Giorgio wants to coach here.
Stay on the team.
I'd love to. I'd hate to lose him in whatever capacity. It'd be great here.
Yeah.
Because you can talk to him and he'll talk about the league. He watches maybe 60-70% of games. Maybe not the whole game, but he watches it. So he can tell you. I mean, I was sitting there and he rattled off every MLS All-Star earlier this year. I was like, Giorgio. He's like, Tim Parker.
You don't have to do that.
Ryan Hollingshead, Thiago Almada. He's just going off. Like, how do you photographed in his mind?
That rules. I think he's becoming my favorite LAFC player of all time. He's just so fun. He's so he's always locked in. He's such a good leader. It's just like, I'm so happy he's on our team. But I didn't get an answer from you because we started bullshitting about Halloween. How has it been this year compared to the other years?
It's, you were so incubated with LAFC, so you've got to really give everyone kind of a level footing. But you're still, I work for LAFC and I spend so much time. That's my club, and you can see on my social media, I'll post about LAFC. I posted what I did a year ago at MLS Cup, so I love it. And it's sometimes you get a little, it gets a little delicate. Sometimes we're dealing with coaches who are like 1 degree away from LAFC. Maybe I did an LAFC game and I'm interviewing Vanni Sartini and he's like talking to me and I'm like, hey, can I get the lineups? And they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But so there's a couple moments, but generally it's been really good. The MLS community is first class, good people. LAFC's that way, and then all the other ones. So I really love it, and I hope I can keep doing that with LAFC and MLS for the foreseeable future. We're wrapping up 2023. It's been very good. How's the show been going today? I mean, I just tuned in when I jumped on. I've been watching the game here. I was watching the Sporting St. Louis game, but how's the show been going?
It's been good. We've been mainly talking about how scared we are. I've said "Mamma Mia" a bunch of times.
How was Bogert? When did he pop on?
He was in the first half. He was great. What a lovely man.
The best.
Yes.
Very, very kind.
I don't know if you've seen a watch along with us before, but I don't know how entertaining it is that it's just us being incredibly nervous constantly.
That's exactly what people are looking for, Darren. They want to share that nervousness. They need somewhere to plug into so they're not on an island.
I will be your anxiety.
I don't feel nervous. Famous last words. I feel LAFC have this. I mean, this looks so much better than Decision Day where they were shaky and giving up penalties.
This is good. We need you on here for this reason.
It scares me so much you saying this before they take a set piece.
That was terrible timing by me.
Let's see. They're about to go in.
All right.
Yeah, take all the time you want. 1-0 just scares me. Like PKs, I don't want to deal with the randomness of that,
Okay, luckily that was like the worst approach to it. That was a terrible showing.
Oliveira's had some nice moments. I mean, he wasn't playing at that level he was like a month ago, but
I love him. He's so fun.
Yeah.
And he plays with such like passion and speed.
He's along with Buonga, they can work those flanks. It's gonna be hard to cover both of them as we move in towards the postseason, whether it goes to a game 3 here or we wait for a conference semi. By the way, that great news with Sporting winning. If they can get
Absolutely.
by the next opponent, they will host the Western Final, and they can actually host the Western Semi if Dallas gets by Seattle, which is great for the club.
I mean, I would love. I'm so thankful that we'll hopefully get to see another home game. Hopefully, but you just watched Seattle Dallas. How are you feeling about both of them as opponents? I imagine we should be rooting for Dallas.
Yeah, I would love to see Seattle LAFC up there, just because it would be so massive. And then 2019 comes into play, and LAFC have played Seattle well. I don't think there's any fear of them. And Dallas certainly even less so. I would imagine the sports books would pick LAFC. The only thing for Seattle, they don't give up a lot of goals and they're playing at home.
Yeah.
That would be one for the time capsule. No, Seattle LAFC conference.
I would
semis,
go. I would definitely go up there.
I would go. I will go if it happens.
Yeah, I got to see what my wife's birthday is around then, so we got to see exactly what the date would be.
Well, maybe she's interested in tickets to.
Would she love a trip to Seattle?
Yeah,
we'll fly Comfort
a romantic
Plus.
trip to Seattle.
Actually, man, you get on one of those ferries, you take a little run. Your wife will love it.
There's a ferry.
Hasn't she ever wanted to see?
There's a ferry in Elliott Bay. You can go out on a short ferry to like Bain. I think it's called Bainbridge, or you can go to Canada. Or you could take a cruise ship to Alaska if you're really adventurous.
Do you want to? Max. Do you want to come on a trip with me and my wife to see? It'll be great.
Let me think about it. Plus, you have Pike Place. You got good eating.
Yeah.
No, I have a pierogi place up at Pike Place that every time I go, I get there and I just get tons of heavy.
You're a pierogi guy.
Well, now I know why you're excited about it, possibly being Seattle. Is you just want to go to Seattle.
Yeah. It might be too cold and rainy by the end of November, so you could scratch it. But I love our western cities. I love LA, NorCal, Seattle, Portland, Salt Lake, Denver.
That's true.
They're pretty. I'm from Florida. We don't have topography, so all of this stuff in the West is amazing.
Just gators. Have you been surprised by any cities you visited? I mean, I don't know how much time you get in those cities, but are there any like sleeper cities where you've been like, wow, don't sleep on Iowa City?
Well,
yeah,
Salt Lake's changed a lot because it was very, very strict, and they've loosened up a bit, and they've become a much more diverse city, and great festivals are going on there.
Oh, cool.
Good restaurants and stuff, and then everything. It's a good downtown, a walkable downtown. Austin's got, walkable downtown.
This is scary. Okay.
10 minutes to go, fellas.
Oh,
you know what? I haven't looked at the clock for a while. I'm glad we've made it this far. This is
80th minute.
This is
Frisco, Texas, where FC Dallas is. There was nothing there 10, 15 years ago. Now it's got everything.
Really?
It's like a mini
How far
Dallas.
outside of Dallas is it?
20 minutes.
Okay.
But it used to be one road. Now it's like freeway, so you can get through much quicker.
I went to Salt Lake City a few years ago, and the thing that I was struck by is how wide all of the roads are. Every road is like 10 lanes across.
Yeah,
it was wild.
Maybe somewhere they could put the snow, I would imagine, which is coming.
That sign doesn't have anything on it.
Oh no!
Yep,
he was aware of it.
We'll add it in post. It's cool.
Yeah, and I think we brought in Bogusz for Tillman while we were talking as well.
Yes, yes.
Max, we don't want to take up too much of your time, so we'll let you go. But is there anything? Where can people find you if they want to follow you, or if they want to know more about you? Anything you want to plug or anything?
Oh, check out my podcast, The Soccer OG, coming out new episodes every week. And I do that on YouTube as well. So I'm very proud because I do that. I edit that at home. I need to hire a workforce at some point. But
if we could go in on a team together, that would be
great.
Yeah,
you want to go splitsies on an editor?
Yeah. Hey, did you pay last week? I swear I paid last week, man.
It's a good way to destroy a budding friendship.
We have a work stoppage at our.
They've unionized. The editors have
unionized. All due respect, we don't want to make light of it. Obviously, we have much respect to our friends in the Screen Actors Guild. I would kick the tires on that idea, gentlemen.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll be.
But hey, just check it out. We'll be active at LAFC Monday. We'll have a new Black and Gold Weekly. We'll have the podcast out with a guest to be determined based on how the game goes. So we'll be along with the playoffs with all of you guys. So tune in to LAFC's social media handles and website. And hopefully we have a couple weeks to build up towards the conference semis, wherever it is.
Well, Max, thanks so much for coming by. We love you, and we're big fans, and thanks for taking the time.
I'm big fans of you guys. Check out Happy Foot, Sad Foot. Travis and Darren get it done. They put in the work. They are active. They ask the hard questions. They're irreverent. They're
the one
factual.
thing we definitely don't do.
They're nice to look at. I mean,
there we go. Yeah.
Hey.
The hottest podcast named after a podiatrist.
You guys look like you could be in Melrose Place back in the day. It's like,
oh, yeah.
That means the world. That means the world.
Truly, that does mean so much coming from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Max.
Cheers, gentlemen.
See you soon.
Fans. Thank you. Take care.
Well, now that he's gone, John Morant, Giannis Antetokounmpo,
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh my God! Get it the fuck out! Ooh,
get it out. Just clear it. Just clear it.
Max leaves and immediately panic sets in.
Bring Max back. Bring Max back. Bring Max back.
While we have you, one final reminder: we will be going live after this. Immediately, we're hopping over to our YouTube to do a post-game call-in show. You can call in to chat with us, Vince LaRosa, and Connor from 110 Football Club. We're going to be giving our happy foots and sad foots of the game, things we like, things we didn't like, and you're going to get real tactical analysis from smart people because we don't know what we're talking about.
We're just here to have fun, but we bring people on who know what they're talking about. Just like we did on this show.
Yeah. I got to say, I want to say thank you to everyone for hanging out. It means a lot that like you guys have allowed us to join the LAFC community, and, even just like getting to talk to Max is so exciting and something that I didn't think would happen to us when we started this. So thank you everybody for always hanging out. Chiellini, I love you.
And thank you to LAFC for having us on once again for the watch alongs. These are really fun to do. And you've been very kind to us.
Looks like our clock is back. We had lost the clock for a little bit. Yes.
We're good.
Ordaz. Ooh, what are we doing, boys? What are we doing? 4 people shot forward. We need you back for the last 5 minutes, please.
Did everyone just calling everyone back, please? Oh, Max. Yes, Max.
The only good thing about Canada.
Thank you so much, Max.
Oh, thank you to both Maxes. Only one Max, though, has planned a vacation for me and my wife.
He has some really great tips.
I know. That was crazy. It was like he built an itinerary. God, that was efficient. A good chance.
Oh, what a great save. Maxime.
It's about to get to the time where it gets really antsy. Yeah, I would love a second goal right now to just kill it. Bouanga's sitting back. They're having him play a little bit.
Playoff Maxime tonight, guys. Here he is. He has arrived on time.
LAFC making changes, they're saying. Vela and Palencia coming in.
Shout out to the handful of spaghetti emojis we got while Max was on the air.
He was like, how's it going? Well, mainly we've been asking the chat to send spaghetti and meatballs emojis. And we did also say,
you want the real answer?
Drop us some beans in the chat.
Yeah. That depends, Max. You got any beans?
Thanks so much for making us part of the community.
Okay.
Ordaz coming out for Vela. Interesting. Ordaz plays for this is in case. I think this genuinely
in case they equalize.
And who did Palencia come in for?
But it's also kind of the strategy we identified with Buke and with Ordaz instead of Buke.
Yeah, you're right. Who did Palencia come in for? Oliveira. Interesting. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I guess he has a long throw. Everyone's so far back.
That's right.
I always liked in high school soccer, it would like there would just be one kid who threw it really far, and he would just go.
Oh yeah, there's always one kid.
Go further. Go further.
Yeah. No, I can do it. Then there's one kid in the league who could do the flip throw.
Yeah. I always hated that.
Like, you can flip it. You can flip it. Go back.
Feels like it should be against the rules, no?
I mean, you got to give it to him. It's cool, so.
Great save. Get there. Ooh. No call there?
Did he seriously just try to get the call the other way on that?
Bouanga, don't be dumb. Don't be dumb, please. We need. Are they? Oh, they're holding. They're holding for review. Great. Was that Tristan Blackman?
For review for a card?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're.
Let's see how egregious this
was.
I mean,
he gets the ball, but then he swings through.
That's at least a yellow.
Nothing. Check complete.
Nothing?
I mean, I guess because he touches the ball. People saying red in the chat.
Well, it's allowed now, so.
Yeah, I don't like these set pieces near the penalty area. Final 2 minutes. Everything on the line for the Whitecaps.
Yeah, if you're just joining us now, for the last 3 minutes of every game when we do the watch along, we just verbatim repeat the play callers.
Mr. Bean looks nervous for the Whitecaps. Okay, I'm not loving this.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, just let it go out. Nope, it's not going out. Don't even try that. No way. That is not a foul.
I love that he got in his own player's way for the cross.
Yeah, you blew it, Blackman.
He's in child's pose. Why are you wasting time? He's trying to get the call with the little head flick. You're not going to get a red for that. You got to get up and down. You're holding your face and you got hit in the back of the head. Okay, come on. Come on. Less than a minute remaining.
All right, here it is, guys. Get it out. Good, clean so far. Okay. It's right there. You got it. Yes. Oh, that's a foul. Yes.
Take all the time you fucking need. Take all the time you fucking need.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're going. Okay, yeah, I guess they didn't want to take time.
Okay.
And then we turn it over. Great.
That's not ideal.
Okay, not necessarily the smartest. Ilya gets beat. Wasn't thinking about Continental Tires in that moment. Great card.
There's a card. Thank you. I'm noticing, I don't know if this is relevant, but Hollings' decision to subdue the mustache might be related to the fact there's a lot of mustaches on Vancouver. I've seen at least 2 or 3.
You got to count them.
So maybe you got to counterbalance that.
5 minutes of stoppage.
Oh, okay.
We're going for the Gareth Bale. That's a corner. Isn't it funny that Gareth Bale was on the team and we won MLS Cup with him?
That's pretty crazy, right? You guys remember that? That was a year ago today.
He played so few games that I forget he actually was on the team and is the reason we're the champions.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we're going to go
equally so is the cross from Palacios. He gets his flowers, but he could get more.
We're reaching our final few games with these incredible kits. And I'm sad that this black kit is going away.
Yeah, this is truly
by far our best kit.
The best we've had. It's so good.
Corner. I will say
this is why we had the space to feel differently about the smokescreen kit, is because we were coming from such a high bar.
And I speak as someone who buys every single thing that comes to the LAFC team store. Literally, I buy it all. I own it all.
Yeah,
it's a waste of money.
That's our target, really.
Why did we do that? 3 minutes left.
When we tell our wives we're going out to run some errands, we're really just going to the LAFC
HQ. Yikes!
I was in there early before the game, last game. I was in there deep enough to be looking at dog stuff. I was looking at license plate covers.
It's really taking your time. Oh, yeah. The keeper's coming up. We got the keeper. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's be smart, fellas.
All right, guys.
Not looking at the chat. He ran into the ref.
Oh my God, he ran into the ref.
The shot.
Go. Yes.
You have Baranga. You have numbers. You have 3-on-1.
Oh my God, 3-on-1. Yes.
Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. Literally, that goal was the ref's fault.
Oh my God.
They have every reason to be angry at that ref. They had an open shot. They hit into the ref, and then we had a breakaway with an empty net.
That was
Bean
absolutely
is gonna punch someone.
Was that Boanga who finally put it in?
Boanga put it in. But literally, that was, oh my God.
An absolute gift.
Major League Soccer. Major League Soccer, baby.
Well, I don't even know what they're arguing. What is there to say?
I think they're mad at the ref.
It sucks, but what is that a call you can make? Like, what are you trying to tell the ref to do? I mean, the ref didn't even do anything wrong there. He just happened to be there. There's a guy behind him. He's not offsides. Like, what is there to complain about?
Red card
to the
coach. The coach. Mr. Bean has been sent off. Home, which of course is out of the stadium, motherfucker. Home is out of the stadium.
It's right. Home is Vancouver. Home is Vancouver, but not in this particular spot right now. You have to leave.
That's cool what he just did. The goal's been called back? For what?
Why'd they call a goal back?
How was that offsides? On who?
How was it offside? There was a guy there.
On the initial pass?
Oh, maybe.
Like before the break was on?
Hey, Travis. I think the Whitecaps coach is upset about something. I'm catching some signs here. He seems upset.
Where? The photographer's laughing at him. Michael KB says he's being ejected.
So they just called it back? Oh, he called interference on himself? What's going on?
Carl in the chat says it's offside since you have to have two behind two players, which one is usually the keeper. I don't fully understand it, but because the keeper is normally there, that's part of the offsides rules. Vela was not allowed to pass
the fact
that
there
ball.
Was one back was not enough.
Yes. If Vela kept the ball, it wouldn't have been offsides. But Vela passing the ball makes it offside. And now we're in the 6th minute of 5 minutes of extra time.
Which is possibly why he did hesitate to pass that. And that might have been what was going through his head, was like, is this offsides? I don't know.
No goalkeeper, so two players need to be in front of the pass.
Yeah.
And there were not two players in front of the pass.
I mean, that was definitely fun. I'm glad that was fun.
Vancouver's not playing with urgency right now.
They're just sulking, kind of.
Do they know that the goal was called back?
Oh, I wonder. Okay, Bogush.
Just call it. We don't need the corner. Takioka sprinting to bring the corner over.
Oh my God.
I'm loving this. Is Major League
he's had
Soccer.
a great game, honestly.
I am loving Major League Soccer. What saves, man? He's easily been the best player on the pitch. How much time are they getting because their coach got a red card?
Well, he really threw a shit fit.
Blow the whistle.
It'd be great if you could blow the whistle now, sir. Sir.
Max!
Oh, boy.
Yes! LAFC 1, Whitecap 0, only goal off the PK for Bouanga. We move on to the next round, either against Seattle or Dallas. We did it, baby. We got out of the best of 3. Darren, tell them where to go after this.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for joining us here. If you'd like to keep hanging out with us and party even harder, we're at youtube.com/@happyfootsadfoot. We are going to be going live in just a moment for the post-game show. You can join us on the show. Thank you again to LAFC for having us on this watch-along. We broke our curse with LAFC. We've won a match.
And I want to say thank you
nervy one
to the production team. Sean, Nick, you're always fantastic to work with. You're always professionals. It's always so wonderful to do this. So thanks for working so hard.
It's so cushy having a whole team
talk about
us.
emojis. And shout out to Max Crepeau. Shout out to Max Bretos. Shout out to Tom Bogert and everyone in the chat. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you over on our YouTube at youtube.com/@happyfootsadfoot. We stay alive, baby. Let's go, Dallas.
Let's go, Dallas.